Hello everybody, today we'll be talking about 5 games in the first week that I'll be looking forward to for the NHL that'll be stretching from October 12th to October 18th. Before we start, please make sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get to it. So starting off on the list, and we'll be going in alphabetical, or I guess order of date. We have opening night where the Penguins go down to Tampa Bay on the 12th, and the Lightning will raise their 2021 Stanley Cup banner, and that is going to be a great game, or at least I hope that it will be. You have opening night. You have two teams that finish really high in the standings year in and year out. You know, they consistently make the playoffs. They consistently win big games. And expectations really haven't changed for these two teams this past year. Now, I know Pittsburgh had a rough loss in the playoffs, but they make it there. That's the important thing. Oh yeah, and these two also played each other in the 2016 Eastern Conference Finals that went to 7 games. So there is bad blood there. I know it's been a while, but it's still there. A lot of the players that are there or were there are here now. You have Crosby and Malkin and Kuchenko in a thrilling matchup that has plenty of big names to watch. Now that same night, we get spoiled with another fun game. We have the two newest NHL teams playing each other that night. And that is Vegas hosting Seattle for their first NHL game. And we will get to see how the Kraken's inaugural season will go. It'll be a great test too, because Vegas is one of the best teams in the NHL the past 4 years and look to continue that streak this year. This game will show what the Kraken players can do up against one of the best teams in hockey, and we'll also get to see if Leonard is ready to be the goalie in net, the franchise goalie, as Marc-Andre Fleury has departed and gone to the Chicago Blackhawks through a trade. Who will win? I'm not really sure, but I'm hoping it's a great game. Now, on Wednesday night, we get another exhilarating game. This might be my favorite out of the bunch. It's a playoff rematch. We will be getting to see the battle of the historic Montreal Canadiens against the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Habs head into the 6, and they play in a city that despises them, especially after last year's playoff exit for the Maple Leafs. The Montreal Canadiens came back from a 3-1 deficit in that first round and continued agony for Leafs fans that they've experienced really for decades. This may only be one game, but we get to see if Montreal rubs a little bit more salt into the wounds of Leaf Nation, or if Toronto can get a little break and kick off the year on the right note. With players like Austin Matthews, Carey Price, and more, we can only hope for a great matchup. Now, that Friday night is a game between two teams that have made plenty of big moves. Very excited. This is another great matchup. That's between the Chicago Blackhawks and the New Jersey Devils. Both teams have had major periods of success in their histories, but things have not been so kind to them lately, especially for the Devils this past decade. Both teams wanted to change that, and they've made some serious moves. The Hawks have traded for Seth Jones and Marc-Andre Fleury and gave Jones a major extension, and the Devils got arguably the biggest fish in free agency, Dougie Hamilton. That was a big signing there to be their number 1 defenseman. And then you have Thomas Tatar on a great deal that could be huge for the Devils. He could be a big piece for New Jersey in the next 2 years. Again, it is only one game, but this could give us an idea about how these two teams will play this season, especially the big-name, new addition players, which leaves us to the final game, and that'll be the 5th and final game. That is the St. Louis Blues against the Colorado Avalanche. Now, if you remember, these two teams are teams that played each other in the first round this year, the playoffs, where the Avs swept the Blues. And it's going to be interesting because the Avs are probably the best team in hockey right now. I don't know, we'll see, but I do think they should win the President's Trophy. Maybe not just because of how their division is, but they're going to be a really good team, and the Blues have made moves to try to get better. Buchnevich, they got to bolster that second line. And we know there is bad blood here, and these type of things are always fun to watch because you have two teams that are in the same division that got to face each other in the playoffs the year before. We'll see how it goes. I want to see the Blues and see whether or not they can handle and hang with Colorado for the whole game, and I'm really hoping to see whether or not Bennington can have a rebound season. It probably starts around there. If he has a bad game against Avs, who knows, goalies, confidence, all that stuff, it always gets weird. Now, that is all for the video. Are there any games you're looking forward to? Let me know down below. Also, please make sure to like and subscribe. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night. You go love hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.